The difference, though, between Donald Trump and Robert Kennedy is using your and my knowing show business is Donald Trump doesn't believe it. He'll get on stage and go through the act, and then Robert will go on stage and give you the wildest conspiracy theories, and then get in the dressing room and try to convince you that he's right about the conspiracy theory.
Yes.
He really believes this, which makes it more dangerous. The only good news is he takes away from the conspiracy theory crowd and voters because they will go to him. They clearly don't want anyone sane and balanced in Joe Biden.
Tawana Brawley is a 16-year-old girl whose story is the talk of New York these days.
The New York State teenager who claims that she was abducted and raped by 6 white men.
In the late 1980s, Tawana Brawley became a household name as her horrific stories spread across the nation.
We're going to expose the facts in these crimes that you do against black people.
Wildest conspiracy theories.
I was a spokesman for the legal team and the family of Miss Brawley. I was involved to help bring light on the fact that there was a situation that needed to be adjudicated.
We are not going to let this girl be the scapegoat of a corrupt system. We want to show the world how low down, doggish, and callous the state of New York is.
Brawley's advisors declared they had a suspect, a young police officer named Harry Chris Jr., who had committed suicide days after her attack.
The media now has released that Tawana identified Chris.
What's the evidence?
Tawana's voice on the tape identifying Chris.
Wildest conspiracy theories.
Lawyers, it was their decision, along with her family, which I announced, that they did not want to cooperate because they did not trust the special prosecutor that was appointed by the governor.
We might send them a letter and then, they'd have a press conference.
They're at a press conference, and all of a sudden, Alton Maddox pops out with this guy's name.
Her lawyers charged that Dutchess County Assistant District Attorney Stephen Pagonis was among the girl's attackers and demanded his arrest.
We have the facts and the evidence that an assistant district attorney and a state trooper did this.
Wildest conspiracy theories.
The trooper starts up the steps of the armory, and these demonstrators decided they weren't going to let him in. He grabbed the demonstrator that was fighting him. Next thing we knew, Reverend Sharpton was accusing me of kicking a blind man. That bothered me. You realize how a lie can spread.
Her advisors have said a lot the past few months, charging that white local officials were involved in the crime, not to mention the Mafia, the Ku Klux Klan, and the Irish Republican Army.
Sharpton called Cuomo a racist, compared Abrams to Hitler, and said Brawley would go to jail rather than cooperate with the investigators.
Maddox would actually say that the Attorney General of the state of New York was masturbating over pictures of 15-year-old Tawana Brawley.
They looked up and they saw Maddox, Mason, and Sharpton. What's wrong with them? What was wrong with us was crackers didn't choose us.
Wildest conspiracy theories.
Today, after 7 months, 6,000 pages of testimony, and 180 witnesses, a grand jury found beyond any doubt Tawana Brawley's story is a lie.
Those allegations are untrue. The people who made those allegations lied. Their outrageous, irresponsible acts have increased the atmosphere of tension between the races.
I think that people have to advocate what they believe in. I have friends right now that believe O.J. Simpson is guilty right now. Right now. And a jury said he's not. Does that mean that I think they don't have credibility? That means that I think that they have a belief that I don't share, and a jury didn't share. A grand jury did not believe Ms. Brawley. I believe there was reason to pursue this situation.
Wildest conspiracy theories.
The activist himself has moved on from the hoax that has altered the lives of so many others.
Barack Obama.
I told Reverend Al backstage, he's getting skinnier than me.
If we had something right or wrong, at least give us credit, at least give me credit for a life that was geared towards social justice, even if you think I was wrong on some cases. Don't act like I wasn't geared towards social justice. I have radio show, TV show, do lectures. I make a good living. Why am I doing it now? What's my point now? Maybe I really believed it.
But after 25 years, one fundamental question about the Brawley case still follows him.
Did a crime occur, in your view, still?
Whatever happened, you're dealing with a minor who was missing 4 days, so it's clear that something wrong happened.
He's still saying, I think something happened. Gosh, you know, you're supposed to be a little bit bigger all these years later than being able to say, I think something happened.
Welcome to Politics Nation. I'm Al Sharpton.
One would think if he sold you such a terrible bill of goods on such a giant story that dominated news cycles for such a long period of time and proved to be a total hoax, that you might not show up at his next press conference with your camera crew.
Wildest conspiracy theories.